Hey guys, I'm Joe Drake, back with your weekly dose of Duggar. Now, as always, we are starting with our mommy moment of the week. So, of course, we have to recap what happened last Sunday since it was Mother's Day. Now, of course, the Duggar siblings took to Instagram to tribute the matriarch of the Duggar family, Michelle. Jana Duggar posted a very sweet post saying, "Mom, if I were to think of one word to describe you, the first word that comes to mind is selfless. You are always giving of your time, energy, and resources to bless others." Jessa Seawald even posted, "The only thing sweeter than having you as my mom is watching you be grandma." Of course, some of the Duggar daughters are already mothers. Even some of the daughter-in-laws are mothers. So of course, it was really nice to see all of them pay tribute to Michelle. Now, as for some of your Duggar news of the week, speaking of Mother's Day, one of those Duggar siblings that is going to be a mom again is Joanna Forsythe. She even took a selfie showing off her baby bump, and she is looking absolutely fantastic. Now, in the caption of the picture, she did say they haven't decided on a name yet, but I'm thinking with a last name like Forsythe, it really needs to be something strong. And I think with the letter J, I'm gonna suggest something like Jonathan Forsythe. I know fans have been suggesting a lot of names, but I really do think that the first name needs to be as strong as that last name. Now, speaking of being strong, two strong-headed members of the Duggar family, Jim Bob and his son-in-law, Derick Dillard, is our second news story of the week because this drama just continues, you guys. So Jill Dillard is apparently hoping that Derick keeps quiet. A source told In Touch exclusively that she just hopes that her husband keeps quiet amongst this entire thing. Now, as we've discussed before, Derick is allegedly writing a tell-all book about his situation with the Duggars, what it's like being in the family, what they're all about behind closed doors. Jim Bob has actually sought the advice of attorneys to make sure that he is lawyered up in all this situation. But what this whole thing tells me is that if Jill wants him to keep quiet and Jim Bob is seeking out lawyers, there must be some really deep secrets that they don't want out there. If he was writing a book about his experience filming the show, being a part of such a big family, and there was nothing to hide, why wouldn't they let him write a book? Secretly, I really want him to write it so we can read it, but I do think there could be skeletons in their closet that could really be destructive, not only for the Duggar family, but of course between Derick and Jill's marriage. Now, speaking of Jill, she is our rumor mill of the week, because fans are speculating as to why she didn't post something specifically to her mom, Michelle, on Instagram. Now, I feel like people have gone crazy with this. I don't think you should necessarily have to post a picture of you and your mom on Instagram, on social media, but now you're sort of pressured because everyone is doing it. Now, fans are even speculating that because Jill didn't post something directly about Michelle, that there must be something going on between the two of them. Fans even went back to note that she did post a picture of her and Michelle wishing her a happy Mother's Day then. So fans are wondering, why didn't she do it this year? Maybe because there is a rift between Derick and Jill and Jim Bob and Michelle. But just because she didn't post on Instagram doesn't mean she didn't call her mom or send her a nice card. I'd like to be optimistic and say that there is nothing wrong between Michelle and Jill, especially if there is something wrong between Jim Bob and Derick. All right, that's it for our weekly dose of Duggar, giving you all your Duggar news that you need. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because I will be right here next week.